A new Apple TV is expected to be released very soon, and so here are some of the new features that we can expect to see in this year's new Apple TV. Now, the next Apple TV will be equipped with Apple's own combined Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. He said the chip supports Wi-Fi 6E, which would be an upgrade over the current Apple TV's standard Wi-Fi 6 support. Wi-Fi 6E extends the capabilities of Wi-Fi 6 to the 6 GHz band with a compatible router. This can contribute to faster Wi-Fi speeds and lower latency compared to Wi-Fi 6, but it might actually go even further than that, as Apple might be able to support Wi-Fi 7 instead, which could then provide peak theoretical speeds of over 40 gigs per second, which is a 4x increase over Wi-Fi 6E. Now, speaking of things on the inside, we can also expect the new Apple TV to debut with a newer chip. The current model is running the A15 Bionic, which debuted inside the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro back in 2022, so safe to say it's definitely due for an upgrade, and it's very likely that we'll see that on the next Apple TV. Maybe an A18 or A19 chip, which would result in faster overall performance and potentially even Apple Intelligence support on tvOS. The newer chip could also bring improved graphics and performance while gaming too. Now, there have been some reports that Apple has been planning to add a built-in camera so that users no longer need to connect an iPhone or iPad to be used as the camera. Now, this feature was introduced back when Apple added the FaceTime app for Apple TV in tvOS 17, and we used continuity camera to be able to connect an iPhone or an iPad to be used as your FaceTime camera. A built-in camera would take the experience to the next level. Honestly, that would make it far more appealing for me to use the Apple TV as a family FaceTime device, especially if I don't need to find a way to dock my phone and get that all set up. It's just kind of a hassle. A built-in camera would be great. In 2024, Gurman said that Apple had discussed offering an Apple TV with a built-in camera for FaceTime and even gesture-based controls, but it's unclear if Apple is actually moving forward with that plan for this next model in particular. He also didn't elaborate on the gesture aspect either, but it sounds like the next Apple TV would recognize various hand movements. Apple has also added some other great new features for tvOS 26, some even specifically enhancing FaceTime in several ways, which is fitting if an Apple TV with a built-in camera was to come out. According to Apple, tvOS 26 users can enjoy a more personalized FaceTime experience. There's contact posters on your Apple TV to make it more easy and personal by displaying a contact's customized photo and name when starting a FaceTime call on Apple TV. Live captions will also extend, so you'll have new languages like French, German, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, and Spanish all enabled on your Apple TV so that it can use on-device intelligence to display live captions for FaceTime calls. Going even further with tvOS 26, you also get posters in these beautiful vertical card orientations for movies and TV shows. tvOS can automatically display profiles when your Apple TV wakes so that you can quickly access your watch list and personalize recommendations in the TV app, as well as Apple Music playlists for each specific person. This will also link login info to your Apple account for supported apps. Just makes this whole process of being able to switch between different profiles so much easier. My kids are definitely not going into the menu app and switching to their account like they should be. They're just using ours. And so the up next gets a little muddied with adult specific content and then kids content kind of all in one. And I'd prefer if it was separated. There's also a new Apple Music Sing feature where you can use your iPhone as a wireless mic and it'll amplify your voice through the TV speakers along with the lyrics being displayed on the TV. Also, don't forget about the new liquid glass design that's prevalent across all of the operating systems, and it's definitely prevalent on tvOS. And all of this is just in time for a new Apple TV 4K hardware refresh. Now, back to the upcoming Apple TV. It's been rumored that the newest model might be more affordable with a sub $100 price tag. And the last time we saw that sweet spot of $100 or less was back in 2010 and the 2012 versions that had $99 as the starting price at launch, and even hit as low as $69. But currently in the US, prices are $129 for 64 and $149 for 128 gigs. So it'll be interesting to see if Apple can get down about $30 to $50 for these rumored new models. The next Apple TV will also be released towards the end of the year, most likely September or October, but November or December should not be ruled out either because Apple TV launches are kind of sporadic and could happen at any one of those months. But of course, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the new Apple TV that's coming out? Are you good with the one that you currently have? Nothing here to refresh for? Or are you thinking of upgrading because you need one of these new features? Or is there something that you want to see on the next Apple TV that you haven't heard about? Let us know in those comments down below. This is Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.